Welcome to the Chrissie, Sam and Brodie podcast. Coming up.
Thank you so much for listening wherever you are, out pounding the pavement like me probably. The gorgeous cat Stewart dropped in today.
Beautiful.
It was such a thrill. We haven't seen her through the whole COVID debacle, so it was lovely to see her. She's
love
so
her.
fresh.
I love her.
We all love her.
Have you ever fought a kangaroo, Sam?
Oh, and not in the last 2 years because of COVID, obviously.
Yes.
But before that, it was a weekly. No, I can't believe who we spoke to. What was his name?
Cliff. Oh, Cliffy from Ballina. He's the kangaroo fighter. He's in a fight for the death. Fight to the death against his kangaroo yesterday. The footage was unbelievable.
You're going to love the interview. I've just realised that if this was a Sesame Street episode, it would have been brought to you by the letter K, because we've got Cat Stewart, kangaroos,
Yes.
and the great Karl Stefanovic.
And we brought up the whole Zoom thingo, and it'll make sense. It'll just enjoy it.
Okay.
And
Yes?
and
Yes.
a tune or not a tune special edition.
That was amazing.
Enjoy the pod.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne. What's more annoying, the word hump day
Yes.
or pinch and a punch for the first of the month? Because today is both. And I'm going to choose the least annoying
me
one
too.
to say.
I think pinching the punch is more annoying.
Okay,
John?
so
Absolutely, it's more annoying.
And what are you doing with the microphone, brother?
It's pointing the other way. There we go.
All right.
We've got funny old microphones here, aren't we?
We do,
Have
don't we?
You know, it's a funny old thing. But anyway, that's okay. First day of winter, Swanee.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? It doesn't feel like it after the last 3 days. The winter's been around.
so cold.
But you were saying, Swanee, we're not going to refer to it as pinching a punch.
No, we're not going to mention it. We're not going to say that.
Okay.
I want Brownie to punch Sam, though.
Well,
Right in the head.
50
It's right between the eyes.
in 53 minutes, we'll see what he's made of.
Yes.
Test his metal.
Karl Stefanovic's going to be on the show later. I'd love to know if he knows anything about this Skype story.
Are we still talking about
Yeah,
Skype?
absolutely we are. So that's later on at 8:40. Cat Stewart, one of our favourite actors. Jokes aren't funny. There's a Mitsubishi Mirage in the car park here that's just got dust on it. I drew boobs on it because it's got a dirty window.
If someone wins it in Jokes Aren't Funny, we're going to have to get the jumper leads out.
Absolutely.
For sure. Hook it up to the Suzuki Swift and see if it still goes.
Yes.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Whatif.com is all about helping Aussies make the most out of every holiday. And now's the time to unapologetically holiday bigger and better.
Jump online or on the What If app and book your getaway today.
What if it's Aussie for travel? Get your diaries out because Sunday, June 26th, you got to get to Lido in Hawthorne, the Lido Cinemas, for a nude screening.
What?
Yeah, a nude screening for a film, a New Zealand film called Tuesday, starring Jackie Vanderbeek, Damon Herriman, and Flight of the Conchords' Jermaine Clement.
Is there plastic on the seats?
Well, there is if you don't bring a towel.
Good.
Yeah, so that now the cinemas have been steam cleaned.
Oh, good.
They're asked the moviegoers have been asked to bring a towel, Swanee. So when you get into the cinema, you'll strip off.
Wait, I don't... This is a very odd story.
It's been done before.
Why? Why?
It's embracing nudity, and the story is about. So Cassidy Thomas, General Manager of Lido, said 2 previous nude screenings for other movies have been very successful.
Awesome.
That's right.
I don't trust people, though.
But I don't understand the point of it.
Well, the movie's all about. It's been described as Tuesday. The movie's been described as utterly singular excursion into miscommunication, full frontal nudity, and self-discovery. Carrie Bickmore's partner might be out.
What?
No,
Come on.
is that what it means?
John.
No, sorry.
Come on.
Cassidy said people come in there with their clothes, they strip down in the cinema, and we make sure it's a bit warmer in there. Cinemas can get a little bit nippy, if you know
They
what I mean.
can. It's freezing. Plus, it's the middle of winter.
That's right.
I don't understand this. I'm sorry. I'm a nudie Rudy, or I'm nude all the time.
But like in public?
But I can't imagine truly anyone wanting to do this.
Well,
It sounds really unpleasant.
They've already sold 40 tickets.
Yes.
You bring a towel along. If you don't bring a towel, they'll give you a plastic bag to sit on. imagine sitting on a plastic bag in the Royal. Like I thought single-use plastics were banned, Swanee. What's going on? What, are you going to bring your old Coles bag along?
It's very bizarre. Are you going to go?
Well,
I mean, it's local to you.
well, actually, it'd be an interesting experience, wouldn't it? Like you can go and you can strip down your underwear, Swanee. But it's quite interesting because it's a little bit raunchy, the film. Like full frontal nudity from Damon Herriman. Like, who wouldn't want to see that, Swanee?
He is fabulous.
I may get a little bit excited there. Could be a bit embarrassing, especially with the warmer climate in there.
Yeah.
I might want to keep it a bit colder, keep the aircon on.
Imagine
just
if
to
you
keep
had a
things
first date at Fonda there, which is close
Yes.
by, and then you wander down, you get a little Yoshi, which is
Yes.
in the ground floor there at Lido, and then you think you're just going to go and see a new movie,
Yeah.
and you go upstairs and your date says, it's time to get nude now, we're watching this film in the nude. How quickly would you run away?
I'd ask them. I want counselling from the ABC.
Yes, exactly right, Tina. Well, you're going to be safe in there, though, Swanee, because they ban antisocial behaviour. Only over 18s can attend, and photography or any filming implements or instruments. So that knocks out Carrie Bickmore's partner once again.
God,
Oh, man. It's going to be a long week.
it really is. It really is.
Is that it? We're done?
I think we're done.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
It's Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Nova 100. Time for this.
Red at first sight.
Welcome, Jack.
Yo, my producer brain's just clicked in and I've realised the last
wrong?
hour on air has become,
Dick chat.
somewhat sexual.
Oh, no.
And this Red
Oh,
at
this is
first
6
sight,
o'clock.
this is true. This Red at first sight is no different.
Are we
So-
going to the trousers again, Jack? Is that what you're saying?
Well, not as such. I'm going to hand this piece of paper over to Brownie.
Yes.
Oh,
I think
God.
he'll enjoy this.
Yes. Yes. All right, we're going to explain how this works. Jackie just finds a story, and this is the first time you're reading it.
Absolutely it is. First time reading it. There's been no preparation involved here. You just got to read it bare-backed.
Come on.
He's raw dogging it, everyone.
No.
That's
Come
it.
on.
That's it. That's all.
Clean it up, please.
Straighten up. Let's go. How do you clean it up with this headline? Woman who is sexually attracted to planes wants to marry a toy Boeing.
Come on.
who's
my God.
Who's not in for this?
I am.
Sarah Rodo, who's 23 years old, even refers to the Boeing 737 as her boyfriend. Well, who doesn't love a good 737, a strong 737?
I'm an A380 man.
Not the Max, not the 737 Max that falls out of the sky regularly. But the standard Boeing 737.
I'm a
It's
Dreamliner
kept us-
girl.
I know you are.
Yeah, I
know
love
you
a
are.
Dreamliner. And also, I do love this quirk that people have, because I've talked about it on air before with a woman that's married a roller coaster and a woman that's married a bridge.
Hot.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'd want to marry a plane.
Which
I'd want, compared to a bridge, give me a plane every day of the week.
No contest, right, John?
And these Boeing 737s have been keeping us safe in the domestic skies, Swanee. They're the planes we normally fly around domestically.
And that makes them sexier. Is that your point?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Well,
Sarah,
that makes them more accessible. You've got better chance with one.
Sarah flies in the aircraft as often as possible and has 50 replica models of the plane at home, all different sizes as
How
well.
many?
She's got 50 replica models, all different sizes and shapes. Sarah calls the Boeing Dickie, I'm sure she does, and hopes to wed him one day, even though it is illegal in Germany. So she's from Germany. It's illegal to marry a Boeing 737. I'm sure about a Dreamliner, Swanee.
Love is love.
The Dortmund resident
Let's have a
identifies...
plebiscite. Let's have a plebiscite on whether or not you can marry bridges and model planes.
The Dortmund resident identifies as an objection sexual,
Yes.
meaning that she is sexually attracted to inanimate objects.
Yes.
I didn't know that was the term for it, Swanee.
Oh, I've dated a few of them as well.
Couple of blocks. She said past romance with men didn't get her flying high. So she switched over. She jumped the fence, Swanee.
Yeah.
She's also been in love with a train. It wasn't as exciting.
Didn't work out.
She was in love with a freight train.
It's Express.
It was a bit long for her.
A bit long.
Sarah said, I said it was a freight train, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Sarah said, my plane is called Dickie. I love everything about him, but particularly his face, wings, and engine.
And shafts.
Well, What?
No, she
Our
didn't say
plane
that.
has a shaft.
Does it? Where?
In the midsection.
She finds all
That's
those.
not true.
Read a book.
She finds all these areas of the plane very sexy to me.
Hmm.
Some people don't understand my love, but my friends took my coming out very well and encouraged me.
And then blocked your number.
I think so.
Yeah.
Anyway, book her into a facility.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
Good morning, Melbourne. Book a holiday. What if it? It's Aussie for travel. They've got everything. Hit it up. Whatif.com.
I'm excited to have a chat about indulged pets because I think there's nothing that Brownie understands less
Right.
than stunt pets, indulged pets, because you've only ever had kind of dogs. They live
Dogs.
outside, they chase snakes, they eat poo.
Or greyhounds.
Yeah, that's right. They're
mine-
workers. They're employees.
Mind you, the very good greyhounds, they used to be indulged, Swanee.
Were they?
Oh, yeah. Especially with Mum.
Okay, what are some stories? Because there's an article that I've got here. A woman is spending £40 a month, which is what, $150, something like that, Australian dollars, on bottled water for her dog
Stunning.
Jeez.
because her dog refuses to drink tap water. And I just feel like I'd really love a friend of yours to say that they're doing that and see your reaction. So what did Meza do with the greyhounds?
Well, I remember after a good win, yeah, the dog had performed really well and done well. Would get a 4 and 20 in a Big M on the way home.
That is ludicrous.
What
absolutely.
flavour Big M?
Chocolate. Chocolate Big M.
And will the dog eat it outside the servo or take it home for a special?
outside the servo in a bowl, and then you put the pie down and then the Big M over the top. They loved it, Swanee.
Can I tell you?
Hey, who wouldn't want that?
Who doesn't? Last week on one of those cold days, I was starving and I walked past an old school bakery
Oh, mama.
just in Hawthorne.
Yeah.
And I went, I'm going to have a pie. And I ordered a pie and walked to my car and I ate it in the car. I was like a happy greyhound who'd won.
Yes.
And it was just the right temperature. Like I didn't have to go,
Yeah.
you know, like it wasn't hot. And it was just, I was like groaning with pleasure in the car. So I understand that. That is a great treat, a hot pie after a win.
With the winner's ache. Thank you very much.
Anything else that Meza used to do?
They would sleep inside.
Did they?
Absolutely. So you know me, you're outside.
And what did your dad...
You're in the racing kennel, but...
Brian on the couch, greyhound in the bed.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, yes. Especially after a Group 1 win. But I remember one of Mum's dogs, Zach, who is, he's passed away now. He's an absolute beauty. But
Barlow.
he would sleep in front of the fire, Swanee. She'd put the mat down, sleep in front of the fire. Friday night footy would be on. Pop Isra would be asleep on the couch. And the greyhound would be asleep in front of the fire, Swanee.
That is so cute.
Now, that's not happening, Swanee. That's not happening if you're not bringing home the bacon.
No, that's true. You've got to earn that sort of treatment.
Exactly
You've got
right.
to earn it. Do you think Zach knew that he'd been such a good boy? And that he once they got the pie, is it like, I am sweet for the whole weekend? There's going to be fire.
Yeah.
There's going to be sleeping with Mary.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or did you just think Mary liked him? And then, like, when he didn't win, he was like, what's going on? Where's my pie?
He carried himself with an air of confidence,
Did he, Zach?
befitting a Group 1 winner.
He knew. He knew he was Mummy's favourite.
Oh, yeah, he knew that.
13 24 10, what is your great shame in regards to your animals? Are you doing something that every time you do it, you go, this is a dog. This is a dog. I shouldn't be spending $150 on bottled water.
I have a mortgage.
Also, like, I want to talk about doggy daycare. I know that that's a sore point for you too, Brownie. It's like, what on earth has happened in the world that dogs are going to the equivalent of
Swanee,
human childcare?
I know people have gone mad for their pets.
Yeah.
I own a pet shop.
Oh, of course.
Yes, John.
Oh, my God, you're preying on these insecurities.
These idiots.
13 24 10, is there something a little bit bougie that you're doing for your dog?
Let's go.
Emily from Churnside Park, what are you doing that is bonkers and you know it's bonkers?
So, the Country Road line do like pet wear. My dog has like every colour of Country Road jumper.
Really?
What
I
sort of,
don't even have one, and she has like 4.
what sort of dog is it?
She's like a Staffy cross.
And she rocks. She
Love
rocks the
She rocks the pink country road, like, heritage jumper with, like, a little puffer vest over the top.
I
like, a little
have
bright
seen them.
mum.
I have seen them in store. They're very
Get
cute.
onto it, Emily, because Country Road got 50% off sale. at the
They
moment.
do. I do. I did
Today.
notice that yesterday.
Wow,
Good
John.
one, Em.
We love the plug, Jono. Good job.
Good one. Jamie from Heidelberg. Jamie.
Hello.
Oh, God. Good morning,
Sorry,
Jamie.
my voice is gone.
I get it. What?
It's a big night.
Tell me, what are you doing for your bougie dog?
Every time we go to Macca's for dinner, we always come back with a 70-cent cone for him. Every single time.
And does he love it
love
so
that.
Oh,
much?
he absolutely loves it. He inhales it.
Does he know? Because dogs are so clever. Does he see the bag coming in and thinking and thinks, oh my God, it's 70-cent cone time for me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We come back and he's all over us until he gets that cone.
So cute.
Does he hold off? Does he lick the top like a human would, or he just goes for it all in one hit?
Oh, no. He bites the top off as much as he can get in one go.
What a beauty.
Can dogs physically take their time with food? Or it's just inhale?
Murphy, my dog, is
Yeah.
very good manners.
And he also takes his time when it comes to cold.
I don't think so. Not last time I saw it.
Rob and Lang Warren, good morning.
Good morning, legends. How are we?
Hello, Robbie.
Robert.
So my idea for my beloved Kiriamia, they're no longer with us. I said to my old man, and this started a business venture, I'd like to build a dog palace for my dogs. So the idea was we build an insulated dog house. So the walls and the roof and the base were insulated like a house. We build an alfresco area and recessed dog bowls in the deck. That started off in a business and lasted for about 15 years, but we're since been retired.
Wow, man.
He's retired. Sweet, sweet cash, Robbie.
Fresco area is my favourite
The
detail.
al fresco, because straight away I saw like the equivalent of an American keg party, just a dog sitting, reclining cross-legged in a hammock, enjoying a cold beer on a hot day.
Robbie, was there any particular pet owners or type of a pet that would prefer your alfresco type setup?
Yeah, absolutely. They were quite successful, those ones with the alfrescos, and we actually catered to the dog owners of Melbourne, and we did indoor dog kennels as well. Like if you've got, say, a set of couches in an L shape, it would act as a side table and the dog kennel underneath. With a flat top.
That's genius.
Man, Rob.
Having said that, my dog would look at it and go, why would I sit there when I can sit on the couch with Mummy?
Yeah. Hey, Rob, 6 bottles of wine for you, friend. You may be a genius. Enjoy authentic Italian cuisine paired with the perfect drop at Zonzo Estate in the heart of the Yarra Valley.
Finish up with Michelle from Clyde North. You've got 2 dogs. What do they get for breakfast every morning?
Good morning, everybody. My dogs get poached eggs on toast every morning for breakfast.
Brilliant.
Psycho.
That is, what, two poached eggs each on a piece of toast?
Correct. But we've actually had to put one on a diet, so she's actually now only getting 1 egg. So.
They're healthy dogs.
Hold the hollandaise, huh?
Ours used to get Vegemite on toast every morning after their Wheat Bix.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
After their Wheat Bix?
After their Wheat Bix for breakfast.
Are you
Michelle,
talking about kids or dogs?
a $200 grilled voucher, friend.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne. Welcome to your Wednesday. Pinch and a punch for the first of the month.
You said you wouldn't do
But you
that.
weren't going to say that.
I wasn't. Hang on, what's that? It's Sam Pang. It's bloody Sam Pang. No matter
bloody
what
Sam
way you
Pang.
slice him.
We were saying this. Do someone order some mischief in this studio?
Yeah.
Because it's here.
Double dose of it.
It's here and on time.
You like this top, don't you, John?
I do. You just feel like you've made a statement. Like I feel like you've come straight from the gym. Something's happened because I felt you're like a piece of granite. You're like a Michael Voss in his prime.
I'm just wearing my long sleeve Eddie Betts top that Jack Charles organised for me through Carlton when he retired. 350 games that man plays for me.
Does this mean you believe yet?
I'm starting to believe. But also, Swanee, look out. Just keep them on. I know this song comes on and you want to strip down.
Get them out.
It's the beginning, though, that gets me.
Oh, okay.
So don't play the beginning or you're going to see titties. Hang on a minute.
What are you doing? The pasties. The only thing I wanted to say about this top, right, it's a wonderful memento and commemoration of this man's wonderful career.
Yeah.
And it's got all of his achievements written on the front. And the only thing that hurt me was that most of them are when he played for Adelaide. Son of a gun. There's 8 years of magnificent achievements. Not for this club that I'm wearing.
Now, you did say that you've got a little treat for us, but we've run out of time. Are we ever going to get it?
If you've never heard Tune or Not a Tune, it's coming up next. And if you have tuned it, well, you know what's coming.
Fantastic.
Want to see what happens in the studio? Check it out on Facebook. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
And it is time for...
Tune or Not a Tune.
This is where I go to the back catalogue and play some ditties, some bangers, some anthems to a young man. There's a massive generation gap, but he's in charge of this show. Jack Charles, good morning.
Yo, good morning.
And, mate, you have to say, this is an education for you. You haven't heard a lot of these songs.
Yeah.
Or if you have, you're at a nightclub and you're cooked and you don't even really remember them.
Have you added anything you've heard in this segment to a playlist?
Yeah.
Down East to Alexa.
No, Crystal Water.
Sure.
Yeah, Crystal Waters.
Crystal Waters.
100%.
Sorry, Crystal Waters.
Banger.
Because I already had Gypsy Woman in my playlist.
That's not her best song.
Well, it is. So I added the other one that you played.
Fair enough.
100% is clearly a better song.
Sam, you and I, born on the same day of the same year in the same city.
You never let me down. Rarely do I play a song that you don't know, because we were the same age when these meant something to us.
Do I need to be upstanding straight away?
I think there'll be a few here you're upstanding. One I think is going to surprise you at the end, but but anyway, let's just get started. This is a classic, but we haven't done it for Tune or Not a Tune, but I would just be curious to see, Jack Charles, if this classic is a tune or not a tune.
What are we going to do? We'll give it a shot. Come on. May I offer you a tidbit while you're deciding?
Yeah.
The only day I ever wagged school was to go and see an unplugged/acoustic performance at Countdown Revolution of just Richie and John Bon Jovi, because who cares about the rest of them? And they sang that with just 2 guitars. And it was amazing.
Snore!
She's saying snored.
Sounds amazing.
Snored.
1986 banger, Living on a Prayer from
like
John Bon
40
Jovi.
years,
From the album Slippery When Wet. It's funny.
Yeah.
But tune or not a tune?
That is a certified tune.
Yes.
And I remember when I fell in love with that song. There is a great scene in Charlie's Angels between Alex and Shane.
With you
I know.
back to Charlie's Angels.
Seamus O'Grady.
Oh, yeah, Seamus O'Grady.
And I've loved
excited
that
he
song
is.
since then.
Strong start.
It's a great song.
Makes me want to break the law.
All right, this one, I'm fair to say,
I mean, everything does make you want
many
to break
people in this room wouldn't have heard it. It was mentioned by Swanee as something we should add to our car park playlist. It's Ship and Steel by Gold Chisel. Tune or not a tune?
I'm setting up. Yes! Please tell me you've got the chorus.
Swanee, please. We'll get there.
There's a certain bogan 80s dancing. Come on. This is perfect for the gym.
Here we go. Here it is.
Here it is. Ship in. Oh, too early. He makes you earn it.
Here we go.
No.
Ship and steel.
Ship and Steel.
Ship and steel.
Ship and steel.
No,
Jack Charles.
Moving steel.
Yes, pushing it.
Pushing it.
Ship and Steel by Cold Chisel from 1979. Tune or not a tune?
It's not a tune. It sounds like
What's wrong with you?
it sounds like a high school rock song. That chorus.
You're a hard
It was there,
hard marker.
79, was it?
Oh, yeah.
That long ago.
That was earlier than I expected.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah, I thought it was 90.
Jackie, it does feel like it's from a musical, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it's like a bunch of year 10s have jumped up on stage at Frankston High.
Man, was that the rock?
Wow.
Was that the Rocker Stedford, 1979?
Talk about Cold Chisel there, young man. All right,
It's got to be added to your car park workout.
Absolutely.
I saw
Put it on,
that.
Dino.
Thank
hey,
you very
we
much.
enjoy it, but I like, it's all about your final say. Hey, this one here, it's in the news because of a sequel. Just enjoy this one.
Tune or not a tune?
Still. Still gets me up. Yes.
Pang was just shadow boxing.
Yeah, he was. And he really meant business.
Just enjoy.
Give me a motorbike.
I believe it's the great.
What a bridge. Or key change, or whatever it is.
Kenny Loggins.
Kenny
I
Loggins
believe,
with
yeah.
Danger Zone, Jack Charles. 1986 Top Gun soundtrack, tune or not a tune.
That is a tune.
Yes.
Certified.
The images that match that song on the flight deck, so not riding the motorbike beside the plane's landing, then on the flight deck of the aircraft carrier.
Also, shout out to the lyric, I'm going to say hello to you.
Yes, it's my favourite lyric. It's such a furious greeting.
It's furious.
Yeah,
A
you
furious
can't
hello.
stop me. I'm going to say hello to you.
All right, we got a few more because this is fun.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm finishing with bangers.
Oh, wow.
This
What do you
one-
mean? You haven't started with bangers?
This one here is a famous. I just enjoy it.
I insist you say tune or not a tune.
Oh, sorry. This. Well, I don't want to. Yeah. So this one here by the Pointer Sisters, tune or not a tune, Jackie.
Oh, Beverly Hills.
Oh my God, I did a jazz dance to this
Beverly
one.
Hills Cop. Yes.
Did you dance to this?
Yes.
This is in Charlie's Angels.
Have you got the bit where it goes, ooh, ooh?
We had it. We got to get to the chorus. Here we go.
Hard to say just how some things never change, and it's hard to find any strength to draw the line. Oh,
I'm just burning, doing a neutron dance.
oh, come
What are you
on.
doing?
I'm just burning, doing the neutron dance.
Jackie Charles, Neutron Dance by the Pointer Sisters from the 1983 album Breakout.
Still slaps, that's a tune.
Yes!
It slaps.
Still one of the greatest opening scenes of a movie. Beverly Hills Cop.
Yes.
Well,
Unbelievable.
Speaking of Beverly Hills Cop, there was a banger in Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Yes.
that I wanted to play by the great Bob Seger. Tune or not a tune? And sing.
Oh, listen to that
Here we
Seagull
go.
growl.
Here we go. Zito. You busted. Mate, that is, I don't care what you say.
What are we?
You're busted. Jack Charles,
Going through my childhood.
Shakedown by Bob Seger, tune or not a tune?
Had you not played me the chorus, it wouldn't have been a tune, but the chorus makes it a tune.
Agree.
It is unbelievable.
You know what that'll do us? Do you think that's it?
You can do one more.
Really?
Great. Let's do one more.
It's going to be hard to
This
top
one's
that.
risky. This one is not a classic.
Okay.
But it's from a classic artist. Mm-hmm. And it's from the Heart of Stone album of 1989 by Cher. I don't think it wasn't the biggest one of the album, but
Such
just,
a Renaissance man,
just
Sammy.
enjoy it. See if it's a tune or not a tune.
Definitely change of pace.
Yeah, I know.
High risk.
With a big city attitude. Risk.
You've got me, Pam.
Here we go.
Honey, are you looking for some trouble?
Here we go.
Turn it up.
Here we go.
Come on, baby.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. If you give it,
Whoa.
I can take it.
Whoa.
This heart is gonna break. It's gonna take a lot to break it.
Holy shit.
Tonight I'm gonna go down and break.
Like who?
Just like Jesse James. Come on.
Jack I thought I'd finish with a
It's
bit
Cher.
of a... I rolled the dice
I know.
with Cher.
Speaking about the famous gunfighter Jesse James.
Just like Jesse James, tune on another tune.
I love Cher, but we should have finished the segment.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Win a brand new Mitsubishi Mirage just by hearing one noise. It's back. Sam Pang's Jokes Aren't Funny.
Feeling positive, feeling really positive that this Mitsubishi Mirage is going off today. We're going to kick things off. All you got to do is make Sam laugh. It's very easy. He's just spent the last 20 minutes laughing.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you, Melbourne? Lenny from Belmont. Lenny.
Hi.
Hi, you're in Belmont. Do you remember the great Sizzler of Belmont? Yes.
Yeah, but it's actually closed now.
I know. It's so sad. Anyway, Lenny.
How old are you, Lenny?
Well, do you want to tell me how I'm turning or I am?
When is your birthday, Lenny?
Just answer the question.
Oh, 31st of July.
Okay, so you're really close now. You're 2 months away.
And you've been on before, Lenny, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you go last time?
Well, I didn't make you laugh. So.
Oh, well, be better this time, Lenny.
All right, Lenny.
you, Lenny.
Good on you. You're
Love
a
you,
good
brother.
kid, Lenny. You're
Lenny's 11.
gonna win some wine, some Zonzo Estate wine. Hey, Lenny, what's your joke?
Yeah? Okay. What's green and has wheels?
What is green and has wheels, Lenny?
Grass. I lied about the wheels.
It's not bad. I like it.
Yeah, no, that's... You got any friends at school, Lenny?
Lenny, you're going to the Harlem Globetrotters, man. And if you don't know what they are, there's some basketball guys that do some wild tricks.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Good on you, Lenny.
He's excited, the kid.
Wait, that's it.
Absolutely.
By the way, Lenny just rings up every week and cleans up the prize
He
cabinet,
takes a
mate.
broom through.
Well, not every week.
Whoa!
Oh, whoa. All right, Lenny.
Whoa!
I like the cut of your jib. Good on you.
The Harlem Globetrotters are back in Melbourne for July school holidays. Tickets are selling fast. Get yours at Ticketek.
Lenny with the just kids ringing up and just sassing me. All right, Baz.
Yes. Hey, Sam.
How are you, mate?
Hey, mate.
Yeah, not too bad, thank you.
All right, Baz, let's do this.
Okay, so, true story. I went and saw my therapist yesterday. I didn't have any clean clothes, so I wrapped myself in Glad wrap, and I walked into his office, and he said to me, he goes, Baz, I can clearly see your nuts.
What do you know from funny, you bastard?
Hey, it's testicle gear.
See, the doctor can clearly see his balls.
Yeah, because
Or
he's
is-
in Glad wrap.
Or as Nicolas Cage calls them, this testicules.
Testicules.
Good on you, Baz.
Baz, you're one of the greats, and a $200 grilled voucher.
Thanks, Zito. Appreciate it.
Oh, damn.
love that,
Baz loves you. Baz loves you.
Here we go.
Here we go, Ryder from Ballarat.
From Ballarat.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Chrissie.
How
you
are
going?
you? How are you?
I'm good.
Now, the reason, if you're listening, you're wondering why we're so familiar and comfortable and excited to hear from Ryder, is that he was the centre of a docu-radio piece about... He lied. He lied to us about a great story about proposing to somebody and her throwing it into the river, the ring, and it was all a lie.
Ryder, since admitting that you're a fraud, do you feel lighter? Do you feel like a weight is off your chest?
I feel like I'm getting stared at by everyone in the street thinking, how could you?
It's a sad story. It's just a shame it happened when you were 5 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when we ask how you are, Ryder, and you say I'm good, how can we really believe you? That's what I would ask.
Absolutely.
Well, how can you, Sam? Like,
Just
I am a world-renowned liar like any politician in Parliament at the moment.
It's getting political.
Topic
That was on Q&A. All right, mate. Well, anyway,
We love you, Ryder.
you saw
We do.
Ryder recently, didn't you?
Well,
Were you-
we got his mum and him to the city because they're from Ballarat. They stayed at the Westin, the Flash one in the city. They went to Lucy Lou, so he's up.
Rightio, so
That's
he's
what
gone
you
all
get for lying.
Yeah.
You're rewarded.
I was really surprised because when it said we're staying at the Westin, I thought, oh, Best Westin. And then I got there and it was fancy as.
It was very direct.
Yes, because crime pays, Ryder, and I think that's what you've got to take
I'm going
from
to say,
this.
it'd be a massive surprise, you thief. Did you steal? Did you clean out the room? How many towels you take?
No, I did take all the soap sachets and tea bags, but
that's fine.
I thought that was complimentary.
Good on you, Ryder.
Nice
All right,
breakfast.
all right. What do you got a joke?
Yeah. A man was switching between the golf and porn channel, and his wife was getting really irritated, so she just said, "Oh, can you just leave it on porn? You already know how to play golf."
It's good. It's good.
stuff.
We loved it. If it was up for us, you'd be tooting away in a mirage. But no, Sam didn't laugh.
Sorry, man. Hey, Brownie loved it, though.
Magnificent.
And you've got...
Ryder, I want you to
Good
go
stuff.
today, if you can, and get a hot chocolate or a coffee, I don't know, and a cronut from L'Espresso in downtown Ballarat. It's the best coffee and best cronut I've ever had in my life.
Ryder, real quick, is there a grilled in Ballarat?
Yes.
Yeah. $200, brother.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Cat Stewart, Aussie acting royalty who you would have seen in Blue Heelers, City Homicide, Underbelly and Offspring. A tidbit about Cat, she went to school with the great Portia de Rossi. She's here to talk about season 2 of 5 Bedrooms, which you can watch 8:30 tonight on 10. Here's Cat.
So much information that we need to cover off just in the intro.
That was amazing.
First of all, Blue Heelers, you cracked up. Were you just like an extra in the background at some point?
Everyone was in Blue Heelers at some point. I think I scored about 6 episodes over about 7 years.
It's pretty good.
But I did get to, 2 characters. One bogan who's de facto blew up the courthouse, and then I had a romance with PJ.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
What did Maggie say?
She was dead.
So she didn't have much to say about it.
Very
Well,
little.
we sit this one out.
You de facto blew up what?
Tried to blow up the courthouse.
How did you go playing a bogan?
Well, that was one of my early bogan roles.
Right.
And
Kat does
became a bit of a
great
touchstone.
Kat does great bogans. I mean, we can't forget the great Roberta Williams. Your
course.
portrayal of her it was unbelievable.
Very, very dear to my heart.
Critically acclaimed and award-winning, was it?
Maybe.
Was critically acclaimed. Did you win? What awards did you win?
Did you get a Logie for that one?
Bang.
And an AFI, which is very nice.
And an AFI. Are they the actors now?
Yeah, they're actors.
Right.
Yeah.
The other tidbit in the intro was that you went to school with Portia de Rossi back when she was
Amanda Rogers.
Amanda Rogers.
Yes.
What?
Yeah,
Yes.
so Portia de Rossi is a nom de plume, if you will.
Yes, but she took that on pretty early. So we only went to school together for a year. So it's not like I can't pretend we were great mates or anything, but we had some friends in common. And she was amazing. She already had the hair. She had a pager because she was a model.
Wow.
All of
She
this
had
stuff with
a
her.
pager.
She had a pager for her modelling jobs.
Hey,
Yeah,
Brownie.
she was gorgeous. Very glamorous.
You know how everything old
Miss
is
the
new
pager
again?
days.
I know you would. What about could you have one now? Could it work now?
Yeah.
Imagine you can only get me through a pager.
Yeah, that
Oh, I like it, Dino.
Yeah.
I like it.
I did look into that. I did look into it a few years ago, and they do exist. You can just get
I like
a pager.
the idea of a pager, though, but then you have to call them back on a public phone.
Yeah, on a
which,
landline.
you know, that's harder because now there's not many public
Well, you
phones.
could go in, you could use your mobile and pager in unison. I think you would suit a pager, Sammy.
I like the idea of that.
And you would too.
Absolutely, I would. So that would mean that, yeah, you would have a mobile phone, but people can't ring you.
Yes.
They can only page you.
And it could be a great burner and no one would
Yep.
know.
Brownie, could your corporate partners still reach you on the phone, though?
I'm sure they'd be fine.
Yep.
Just yell out and put the bat sign up.
Yep.
Okay, we're not here to talk about electronic methods of communication, of course. Your show, 5 Bedrooms, that is like a dream for me. I have always loved the idea of living like that.
Me too.
Really?
Yes, and I never did it. I kind of went from home to kind of a boyfriend setup.
Yes.
So I never had the share house, and I'm kind of living vicariously through this show.
I wonder if it's too late because you've got a family.
Be a bit awkward.
Could you somehow? I know. Do you know Kath Devaney? She's a writer. And
I know of. Yeah.
She runs something called the Atheist Kibbutz, where she just has lots of rooms and her friends come over and stay for a while. And I love that idea.
You'd just be squaring it off with Dave and the kids. But I must say that looking around, we've spent so much time, the cast, and in this particular house, or 2 houses actually, that it is appealing. It does look like fun.
Do you guys know the premise of 5 Bedrooms?
No.
Tell us one.
You can tell it.
Well, the setup is in the first series. You've got 5 singles at a singles table at a wedding, and they don't really know each other or wouldn't really particularly like each other or find each other usually. And they're near the speakers and the toilets. It's kind of the crummy table. And they get drunk and they're bemoaning the fact that the real estate market is so hard.
They'll never be able to buy something on their own.
Yeah, exactly. And so they decide to go in together, and it's kind of, they're not really taking it seriously, but they get the first house they bid on and they're sort of locked into each other's lives.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you got a room each and then communal areas. So that's it.
Yeah, they buy a 5-bedroom house. My son Leo, I explained the situation to him, the premise of the show, and he was like, "Oh my God, I'm going to do
Absolutely.
that. I'm absolutely going to do that."
Sounds like the first couple of years playing footy.
Yeah, I
The
did the
boys.
share houses. You didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
You
I kind of feel like, I really missed
Dino,
out.
did you do it?
Absolutely, and the wildest times of my life.
Oh,
Yeah.
great
Passage.
times.
You got to do it.
Great
Makes you
times.
appreciate, the
finer things?
yes later on.
It's so fun.
And then they're such different characters too, different, from 20s through to 50s. So, and they've got very little in common. So it's kind of a really great kind of.
I've got
dynamic.
an Instagram follower that messages me at least once a month asking me what Steve Peacock is like, who is an actor on the show and someone who I've never met. But this Instagram follower seems to think that I know him very well.
There's a question never asked before in the history of time.
I know.
What's
What-
Steve Peacock?
What is Steve Peacock like? And eventually, after about
do you answer?
20 messages, I said to him, I'm sure he's a very lovely man, but I've only met him, I've interviewed him on Mix or something years ago, but, he seems like a very lovely man. But on behalf of that Instagram follower, Kat, you've worked with Steve Peacock. What is Steve Peacock like?
I can vouch for Steve Peacock. In fact, I had to kiss him in the first episode because our characters get really drunk.
Wow.
And that was
Drunk Pash.
was,
was good.
excruciating.
Oh.
Because we're both very kind of polite people.
Yeah, right.
But anyway, I love him. He's gorgeous.
Oh, he's a river boy. Peacock's a river boy.
Yeah. In a way. Yeah. And he's in everything at the moment. RFDS. He just got nominated for a Logie for
He's a handsome boy.
Newsreader.
He's a handsome boy, and he's got a rogue E on the end of his name.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Is
Interesting
that the
you
first
say
time
that.
you've used an intimacy coordinator?
Didn't for that one, but have done so for the third series. We've got an intimacy coordinator. So it's kind of a new thing, but I'm
it is.
on board.
Well, I think
Michaela
Bannis is one.
She's fantastic.
Yeah.
I reckon they're a great idea because it's so awkward, especially if you know someone quite well. Roger Corser and I had to do a bit of smooching in series 2, and we know each other really well. So it's just like, it's not a chore, but it's kind of awkward. It's good to have someone to chat.
Roger's a terrible kisser, Roger.
Before we do our
I'm glad
own...
we didn't. That scene we had in Hamish and Andy. I'm glad.
I'll never forget it, Sam.
But I'm glad we didn't have to.
You're glad?
Well,
I don't know how to take that, Sam.
Oh, come on, Sam.
I'm a little bit hurt.
well, knowing you and your reputation, I would have asked for the intimacy coordinator. I would have said, I just,
Hey, we're going to get to our own 5-bedroom dreams.
Yeah.
But on Channel 10, Wednesdays at 8:30, Season 2.
Season
Catch
2, Kat.
Yes, and we've filmed season 3, which is on Paramount Plus, and we're going to film season 4 this year.
Great.
And isn't Michael Lucas involved in
He is, yes.
He's an unbelievable writer.
He is so I worked with him first on. He did all of most of Offspring,
Yes.
and this with Christine Bartlett, who's also did a lot of Offspring as well. I
They're
love them both.
incredibly talented.
Who's going first?
I'll go first. So if we've got a floor plan and we've got 5 bedrooms, and I'm going to fill it with Matt Preston, who knows his way around the food. I'm not going to cook anything.
Smart.
Marie Kondo, just so that there's someone there to keep my hoarding abilities under control.
Is it ironic that whenever you mention her name, it doesn't spark joy? is that the definition of
I'm going to hold it in my hand, and I'm never going to say it again.
Have you done that? You done that, Kat? You done the Marie Kondo thing?
Not with any real commitment.
No, you
keep
start.
stuff.
You start, and a minute in, you're like, oh, I love all of this stuff. I can't do it. Yeah.
Too much
My
joy.
wife does, or she has been. She nearly labelled me the other day.
Keep moving.
Neil Whittaker, my favourite interiors man, and he'll just sort everything out and make everything so beautiful.
one.
So, servants so far you've got.
Yeah.
Staff.
To make my life easier
Yeah.
for once.
Right.
I'm going to have Kelly Clarkson in there because I just feel like her and I would get along great and sing and eat together and just be amazing.
Nice.
And Jason Bateman to satisfy my
Yes.
significant libido.
Right on.
I love your household.
You love it?
Let's go to Jonathan's
Okay,
house.
well, I'm obviously living there, so that takes out one person. The 4 others are, first crush, Elle McPherson.
Smart.
Old woman, the cougar. Billy Joel, because every now and again I just want him to sing this for me.
Now, we're going to wait till he starts singing.
Oh, God, can I come over for this?
You know this song, Kat?
Oh.
Well, I'm on
the Downeaster Alexa.
Good Kat. No idea.
She went,
I knew Billy Joel.
Oh.
Who wouldn't want that?
So
You're just sitting in the lounge room, Billy Joel on request.
Kat gave a look of, oh, yeah, I know Billy Joel. You've picked his 75th best song. That's an interesting
And then she
choice.
looked at the publicist from 10 and said, when is this over?
Make it stop.
So then we get playlist Carl Barron to make us all laugh.
Oh, yeah.
We love Carl Barron. And this would be a fun game. Belle Gibson, because you could guess when she's lying or not. That'd be a fun game.
So you've covered off parlour games with Belle Gibson and little
Laughing.
impromptu concerts with Billy Joel.
Let's give me an idea. You know, Belle Gibson would have been a great guest on Would I Lie to You, by the way. I thought you should have done that.
That's a miss.
That's a big miss from you.
Bang.
Well, Kat, I hope you're not embarrassed. I would have you as one of
Oh,
mine.
that's nice.
Suck up.
And I'd have you right next to Ben Robert Smith. I just reckon he had good stories. You know, man, I'm just saying. That's all.
Yeah.
And then
Sure.
I'd have Selena Gomez in the other room.
Yeah.
Just
What for?
This.
Actually, no, I won't. No, Gomez is out.
Whoa.
No, Ben Robert Smith's out. I'll have the great Machine Gun Kelly. Because I just think he's an
I
incurable
knew
romantic.
you wouldn't do this seriously.
Seriously? I've got Cat Stewart. I've got Machine Gun Kelly. I've got Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
And if he's still alive, I'll take the great Bob Seger and put him in the fourth bedroom, Dino.
So you can hear. Sorry about this, Kat.
Kat, you know this song? Have you seen Beverly Hills Cop?
Wait till the chorus. Kat, surely you know it.
Yes.
Wait. You got to wait to get to the good bit.
Sorry
Here we
about
go.
this.
Here we go.
Are you impressed?
Yeah, I'm very.
You like that house or not?
thrilled about being part of your household, but I feel I'm not.
Oh!
I'd probably get some locks if Ben Robert Smith
No,
is there,
he's
that's
out.
all.
He's
Oh,
out.
right,
Machine
okay.
Gun
He's out.
Kelly's
Oh,
in.
yeah, no, cool. Okay.
We're not going anywhere until we hear yours, Cat Stewart.
Okay. Sam Neill, because I just think he'd bring good wine and he's charming.
Oh, yes.
And I've never met him. Dolly Parton, because home's fun, wisdom and music.
Yeah, what's your favourite Dolly
This could be
Parton
my
song,
household.
by the way?
Jolene.
Is that okay?
Beautiful.
Matthew McConaughey, because one time he put me to sleep with one of those stories, and I just could listen to him all day. I think Jane Kennedy, because I think she'd be great fun and she cooks.
Oh my God,
That's-
yes.
And
Are you in the other one?
and I'll be the other one because I can't think of anyone else.
That is an
Good household.
excellent house.
You know what I love?
Peaceful.
No room for your husband, David, or any of your children. I respect that.
I think that's the point.
8:30 Wednesdays, 5 bedroom, season 2. We love you, mate.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Kat.
Do you want to see what this looks like? Well, get the visuals on Instagram. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
I'm having a lot of fun at home at the moment going through cupboards systematically and clearing them out. It feels so good, doesn't it? When you've got cupboards that you haven't really looked at for years and years. And we've been stuck at home for so long. I feel like there's more stuff than there normally would be if we were out, living our lives.
Can't do it half-assed though. You got to put a lot of time aside for it.
You got to be proper. And I talk to you, like everyone's got a pantry and everyone's got, all that sort of stuff. But I'm talking specifically of that mystery bowl on the bench. Does everyone have one of them where you don't really know what's in it? You might not, Sam, or you may not have noticed because the help obviously sort everything out for you. But probably about 2 or 3 years ago, I had some fruit in a bowl on the bench and then the fruit went.
Off or eaten?
Eaten. And then something went into the bowl, maybe a key or a business card that you didn't know what to do with.
Well, ours is a wire bowl for that reason.
Right. That's
what
a
bowl?
good idea.
A what?
Wire.
Like a wire
bowl.
For that very reason, because otherwise, inevitably, car keys, headphones,
Exactly.
things like that end up in the cash.
2 years, there's been no fruit in that bowl. And it's just this giant overflowing thing full of stuff that doesn't really belong anywhere but is too good to throw out. And I've been putting off dealing with it because it gives me brain burn because every item is a challenge. But I did it. And I've brought in a few of the items that were in that mystery bowl. Real gold from Sovereign Hill.
Whoa!
It's real gold.
Real gold.
Hand it.
A tube of Savlon.
What's that
Hey,
for?
I'm sure that a lot of women will
Savlon
be
comes in handy.
be listening to this thinking, oh my God, my mystery bowl has the same things.
What does it come in handy for us?
Cuts and abrasions.
Cuts and abrasions.
For kids.
Never heard of Savlon.
You might need one if I just knock you
Oh,
out.
is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Really? Hey, I tell you
Finally.
what,
You never
You're
know.
one shot at it, mate. You're one shot at the title,
That's
mate.
all I'll need. What else you got, Swanee?
Peg's bike bell.
That sounds a bit
You
crook.
won't need that.
Wait, just
Throw
because I'm
that.
holding it,
Oh, yeah.
Ah, fun.
right?
Does she ride bikes?
Because where does it go?
On a bike? Not you take to do it
She
anymore?
doesn't know how to do it. So it's just sitting there. A Polaroid from deep in lockdown of my children.
It goes in the fridge.
A Rubik's Cube.
Unused.
This is only like 1/20th of what was in this bowl.
Never done more than one side.
I cannot do it. You know, may I offer you a tidbit?
Yep.
Justin Bieber can solve these. He's one of those freaky, give him 90 seconds and he can solve them. Justin Bieber.
It's a formula.
Well
isn't
done,
it?
Justin.
Don't they follow a
Fun
formula?
night at Beavers.
A tube of Tarzan grip.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Don't confuse that with the Savlon, am I
Gonna
right?
Say, well, don't,
What is that?
That's a comb.
It's a lice comb.
you need that, Swanee.
Also this.
Downstairs the bottom.
I don't even know what that is. What is it? It's a green scrubber of
Is it an
some-
iPhone cover?
No, it's not. It's a scrubber of some sort. I don't even know what it is. That's why it's in that bowl of
Bennett.
detritus. And this last one.
Yes.
What is that?
It's a cartridge of some sort that goes in a machine that I do not know what it is, but it has been in the mystery bowl for 2 years.
I'd strap it to Peg's bike. It doesn't sound like she's using it, Swanee.
Chrissie, Sam, and Brownie.
The podcast.
Morning, Melbourne. I tell you what, my phone is going crazy with people I know going, this weather is terrible. I wonder
Read
if
them
it's
out.
going to be like that all day. No, I can't. There's
What
some
boring friends
colourful,
of yours are texting going?
There's some
hey, it's
colourful
really
language. There's some colourful language being used.
Cold out there.
So, look, pack your raincoats, I guess.
I pulled the pin on my daughter's training last night. Very great. She was not keen, so I'm not sure. I mean, should we be building resilience in our kids by
Not
sending
like
them out
that.
into the
Not,
freezing
no,
cold?
not sending them out in the
I
tornado.
think with yours, it's in their DNA, Jonathan.
Yes, I shouldn't ask a man called the orchid.
Unstoppable.
I know what your answer would be.
Wait, will someone bring up the whole Zoom thing with Karl? Because Karl Stefanovic's coming up. Please.
I'm not going to.
John.
I don't want that on my
All right,
hands.
then.
Common thread.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
How about some tropical stuff?
By the way,
Thank you.
Well,
Phil, you never asked
you-
Mr. Fuji. Now get back out there.
book holiday with What If
Yeah,
is
do it.
important to add What If. Over to you, Sam.
You never
I
let
think
us.
there's more to that liner, isn't
It's
there?
Aussie for travel.
Wow. That was, if you want to sense that, hey, June 1. So winter started.
Oh, it's unbelievable. You
Got
think you're halfway
got here
through
early,
winter.
I think. Got here early, but it's officially winter.
We had a good
June,
run
July-
during.
I know, it never. No, June, July, August is winter.
We had a good run during autumn, the early parts of autumn, though.
I agree.
So that's just keeping that in mind. It's June. Swanee doesn't want to pinch and a punch for the first day of the month. I don't think you'd be allowed to do that at school anymore, would you? In the workplace, fine. I would have thought. Here's
Jonathan.
one for you, Brownie. The mid-season draft is on tonight.
Oh.
Can you give us a brief summation of when did this? How long has this been around? Is it new?
I'm going to say, Brodie, 4 years.
Is it
Three. Pretty close.
3 years. I'll tell you what.
Is it really newsworthy? Like, does some big picks come out of it?
I don't know a lot about it, to be
Yeah,
honest.
exactly. No one does.
So I know I'm only a pundit, but, I'm sort of current day pundit, as in the current players that are playing. However, it's been a great addition to the calendar, not so much the draft itself, but what it's added to the game. Because if you remember, Marlon Pickett.
Yes.
Marlon Pickett got drafted in the mid-season draft and then went on to play in a premiership 3 months later.
One pick out of 3 years. You're saying that's
there's
brought a
been-
lot to the game.
No, there's been a lot of players. There's
Such
actually a lot
as?
of players. think magnificent.
You think as a current-day pundit you should know?
Spiros Malakalis
Yeah,
was
that's
very
ridiculous
good.
from you.
He
Ridiculous.
was better than his brother Tony. Athos Saruzalakis.
Wow.
The great. Michael Voss's son, Casey, is likely to be drafted. Is that true, John? Once again, I don't know much about it.
Magnificent. I'm going to
This is
say...
excellent use of magnificent.
I'm going to say he's a fantastic young lad. I've known him since he was a baby.
Yeah, but
And,
that's not the. That's
Was he
not
a good baby, John?
Very good baby.
Yeah.
I thought he had great potential. So, with my experience as a toddler, I thought he was a very good chance of playing football.
All right, well, it's on its...
No, he won't go to Carlton. I think it's too unfair on Vossi. A lot of pressure on Vossi. You know, if his son went there to coach. So hopefully he gets picked up by someone else. He won a best and fairest in the SANFL last year for Stewart.
It's on tonight at 6:30, despite you knowing nothing about it. The government yesterday confirmed Victorians will be able to access free flu vaccinations for the month of June, if you'd like that.
But book, because you can't get in anyway.
Really, can't you? Mine was so easy at Priceline.
I wonder if that have anything to do with the fact that you're an ambassador. Do you reckon?
No,
You know
I
what
don't think so.
I'm an ambassador. Where's my flu shot?
I just asked, and they said, "Yeah, I think we've got some left over." Like, it was really so easy.
Excuse me, Miss Swan. Where's your appointment? And she just points to the billboard at the front. Yeah. The life-size
cardboard cutout there. That's my appointment, mate. Jam it, and then
I tried to use that at a Priceline in the Gold Coast.
What
I
did you
said, I'll work with that lady at the front.
And what they say?
Shrug of the shoulders.
Who's
Who
that?
cares?
Who's that?
Never seen her
Who
before.
cares?
No,
Okay.
I said it's beautiful. That's Chrissie Swan. Australia's Oprah.
McDonald's could be relaunched as fun and tasty in Russia. Remember how McDonald's pulled out of Russia? Well, McDonald's in Russia has submitted possible brand names for the company taking over its fast food restaurants there.
There was like
So they're not
700
gonna
or 900 sites.
Yeah, so those sites are not going to be called McDonald's anymore.
Right.
And then the company taking over is trialling out some, just kind of seeing what sort of other titles they could be going with. So in terms of, instead of McDonald's, you'd be going along to Fun and Tasty.
Fun and Tasty.
Or the same one.
The
just
same
like
one.
that, and open checkout. I don't know, it's funny.
That's
I would
bizarre.
go with McDowell's.
No.
It's just there. It's just there,
Why don't they
McDowell's.
use that? Surely that wouldn't be
It's a
trademarked.
missed opportunity.
Would McDowell's? Could you open up a
trademarked?
McDonald's? Could you open up a burger joint called McDowell's?
From coming to America, surely that wouldn't be trademarked.
Or should you just go one to the left of McDowell's and just call it McDowell? Or something.
I tell you why.
That'd be a
What do
great
you got?
idea, like a cool place in Fitzroy or something, McDowell's, and do it up exactly like the one from the movie.
I'd go there.
Tell you why it wouldn't be, is because Tony Martin gets his haircut at Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
And that's from a movie as well.
Must
so,
be a loophole.
there you go. There's an opportunity. Get on
It's there. It's
Get on to
there.
the Russians. You
You're
go
right.
well with the Russians.
You're right. Russians love me. I'm big in Russia. A chain has 850 restaurants.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey back in the news. I saw that he's in a, when I say back in the news, he's going over to the UK to face charges that he's confident that he'll beat.
New ones, I think.
A string.
Yeah, but I did point out, I wrote it down the weekend, I didn't tell you on Monday. He's in a new film. I think it's called something like 5 Peter 8 or something like that. I'm going, he's in a film, he's working.
Wow.
Yeah, come back.
Very fair comeback.
2 of Melbourne's busiest tram routes will be scaled back.
What do you mean?
Tram services alongside St Kilda Road and Elizabeth Street were increased to accommodate demand in 2008, but they will be now reduced to help manage the disruptions from the Metro Tunnel Works area. Just in case you use those tram services along St Kilda Road and Elizabeth Street, you're going to ask me what numbers, aren't you?
What numbers?
Yeah, you need...
Come on.
Come on.
Detail.
11?
Legs 11.
We're suddenly playing Keno.
You know about as much as I know
Fat
about
ladies,
the
88s.
magnificent. You know about as much as I know about the mid-season
No,
draft.
but the people who are on those tram lines, they know the numbers.
I hope
I'm
this
talking
isn't,
to them.
I hope this isn't the beginning of the end for the trams. I'm sure this is what happened in Adelaide and Brisbane, which both had thriving tram lines.
No, they're still
surely
chockers.
Chockers, Swanee.
Great.
I was on one the other day.
Well, then, if they're still chockers, it makes sense that they're lessening the load.
On Elizabeth.
Good idea.
Not Swanston.
Look, I'm not going to lie. Much like Yeah, you with the draft. I probably, it wasn't an area of expertise and I probably shouldn't have brought it up.
No, well, you don't like public transport because you don't identify as a member of the public.
He does when he's got his head on the side of the tram, though.
Poorly researched.
Anyway.
Stay down.
So I'm down. I'm staying down.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
As the sun rises over Melbourne, we witness our wonderful segment. Brownie's Animal Files.
I love Animal Files.
Have you ever been there for this?
No, I often talk about it in the 6 o'clock hour.
Yeah, we do.
It's a hit segment.
Hit.
I'm going to take you to it.
Some would say it's
magnificent. It's magnificent. I'm going to take you to Ballina, where a local man named Cliff Des, Big Cliffy, he was attacked by a kangaroo after the kangaroos have tried to jump the fence and grab his dogs and maul his dogs.
Saw this footage. Have you seen the footage, Sam?
No, but I don't want a kangaroo grabbing my dogs.
No, absolutely. Cliff, the great warrior that he is.
That sounds like you're referencing your genitals. It does, really.
It does actually, yeah.
Let's clean it up.
Intentional.
It looked terrifying. This kangaroo
That's
was
right.
huge and he totally went this guy.
He was a 6-foot buckaroo in a bad mood.
Be careful.
So be careful. He tried to rip Cliffy's dogs from the front yard. So Cliffy comes storming out and tried to save the dogs, obviously. His attempt to shoo the animal away failed, leading to his 6-minute tussle with the marsupial.
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
That's half the time that Baz Luhrmann's Elvis got a standing ovation at Cannes.
Absolutely. So
6 minutes.
He was in the fight of his life, Cliff, but far be it for me to tell the story. Tell Melbourne the story.
What?
I've gone to the man himself.
What?
Welcome to Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Cliff Des, the great kangaroo fighter.
Cliff.
How are you, Cliffy? How are you feeling? You recovered okay?
Look, mate, I'm a bit battered and bruised, but, I'll live to see another day.
Cliff, was it absolutely terrifying?
Look, yeah, sort of. Look, I don't know. Yeah, it got a bit spooky there in the end. After, the initial fight that you're actually seeing, that was a bit, bit funny, but I didn't know what to do. The best thing I could do was just take it to the ground, and that was, I guess, the best thing I did.
Cliff, what business did this kangaroo have with your dogs? Because they don't eat meat. It's not that he was trying to kill them to eat.
I don't know. He seemed agitated. I don't know. He had a bee in his bonnet. He's just, the dogs were barking, so I just went out there, and I couldn't see him through the far side because of the trees in their run. And when I walked out around there, I could actually see him. He was sort of crouched down trying to claw him out through the fence. I mean, they're not going to fit through there anyway. And
Cliff, did you try and reason? Did you try and reason with this maniac?
No, there's no reasoning with the beast.
No reasoning with the beast.
Could you lean on prior experiences, Cliffy, like a couple of dust-ups down the local in the day, or jiu-jitsu, or some boxing experience? What did you lean on in that moment of stress?
Just keep me cool. Yeah. Just keep me cool. Yeah, I've boxed since I was a young kid, and that sort of helped me. But standing up with them buggers, you've got no business. That's why I thought if I don't get this guy down, I'm not going to survive. They've got too many claws, and they fight all day. Them bucks, they get out there and just fight all day. And I'm an old man, 60-year-old man now, so
Cliff,
I just knew get him down, trap him, lock him up, lean on him, but that's when he done most of the damage when I was down on the ground.
Yeah, so run us through your injuries.
Oh, look, at first when I come running back in the yard, I slipped over and he jumped on my back.
He jumped on your back.
Bad start, Cliff.
Yeah, well, I broke me back there some years ago on a motorbike, so my back's not too good at the moment. But I've got 60, 70 kilogram kangaroo bouncing on my back.
Really?
And then sort of I got up and there was a stick there, so that was pretty fortunate. I grabbed that and gave him a few whacks with that, and that broke like a carrot in my hand. So, and then he's trying to gore me and everything, and I know how they operate, So I thought I've got to keep out of range there, and I try to give him a smack, but that was no good with me fists and that. And I thought, he's got to go down. And I just got him, just understanding body dynamics and keeping him off balance. And I got him down and I trapped him and choked him and locked him. And then he bit me finger, the bugger.
Little bugger.
Jeez.
Then he gouged the top. He tried to gouge my face, and I put my head down, so he got me across the top of the head and opened me up on the scone a bit. Then he got his back leg up there and put his big claw in the back of my leg, and I went, oh, yeah, that's nice. And it went in about an inch and a half, 2 inches.
Oh, my God.
His calf.
Cliffy.
Yeah. Then he ripped all my pants right down to the cuff, and then he got his leg tangled in the cuff there, and I'm thinking...
I taught him that.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, this is starting to get real serious. And so I just wrestled him for 5 minutes and tried to choke him out.
5 minutes, Cliffy.
If you're just joining us, we're speaking to Cliff. If you're just joining us, we're speaking to Cliff from Heathcote, who got into a fight with a kangaroo. About Ballina, sorry, who got into a fight with a kangaroo. Cliff, it's an amazing tale. Did you ever think this is not going the way? Did you ever think you're in trouble?
Look, you dig deep when you're in a situation.
Yes, you do, Cliff.
Cliff, did you ever try to hit it in the plums? Because I know when I've copped a shot, it just disarms you and you just hit the deck. Did you ever aim for the kangaroo's plums, Cliff?
I'm not a dirty fighter.
You keep that. Hey, keep your arms never below the belt, hey Cliff, as an old boxer.
Look, I try to keep it clean, you know.
So, Cliff, how did it end? Who surrendered, or what? How did it end?
Well, after I got my composure and my breath back after 5 minutes on the ground, I made a run for it. I got up and ran off, and I ran around the car in the yard, and the bugger started chasing me around the car.
Son of a gun.
And I thought, this is getting silly, and I had no one to help me. And then all of a sudden, by the time I got to the end of the car, it was like a kid playing chasey, and it was up one end, and it ran around the side, I ran around the side, and I thought, you're not normal. And then all of a sudden, it took its attention off me and went back to the gate there, attacking the dogs through the gate, so I was able to make a break for it. Yeah.
Cliff, is there a mutual respect now between you and the buck?
Look, I've always got respect. Look, there's 10, 15, 20 odd of them in my yard every night. And I just, it's nothing to me. It's like, I suppose, you guys down in Melbourne walking down the street, just walking past one another. That's how the roos are up here. So I've always had a respect for them. I give them their space, Good
on you.
And if you could say anything to the buck, what would it be?
Oh, look, mate, sorry we had to cross paths, I guess.
I'll see you in hell.
Cliff.
See you're in hell.
This has got, Cliff, it's an amazing story. And it's, I don't know if I speak forever, it's got rematch written all over it. Don't you reckon?
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Karl Stefanovic. The man needs no introduction, but his Christmas, the Logies, are fast approaching and he's up for gold. You can catch him on the Today Show weekdays on Channel 9. Here's Karl.
Welcome, Karl.
Yeah, it's good to be here. It's great to see you guys. Can't wait to see you in person.
Do you have a little warning for Karl Swanee, or not? Do you want us to do it? Because we are on Skype.
You do it. You do the warning.
Well, just the warning is, Karl, just when the interview is finished, just make sure you turn Skype off. And we just want to... No, we're taking care of you. That's all, mate. We just want to make sure that, you've just finished the show, a bit of alone time, whatever. All right, that's it.
Can I just say, I don't think anyone believes that story. You know what I'm saying?
What story do you refer to, Karl? We don't know what you're talking about.
Been in that situation before, and you do test the boundary for those reasons. I don't believe him whatsoever. I think it's 100% made up story.
That's good. That's good to hear. Let's talk about you winning the gold Logie again, Karl.
I don't know if that's going to happen either, but it's very exciting to be going to the Logies again and spend some time. Not many of that stuff happens the next day either, on the Today Show or wherever. I have actually, I'll be honest with you, I have paraded around Skype calls with the gold Logie in front of me.
If that's your nickname, that's for your private part, that's fine, mate. But I don't know if I'd...
The gold Logie.
Yeah, the gold Logie, eh? Just you and the gold Logie on Skype. No worries, Karl. Wow.
A lot like the silver Logie.
Actually, you know what, Dino, do you have... You've got a little whisper about the Logies, haven't you? Have you heard the rumour?
Oh, yeah, Karl. Hey, Karl, I was in an Uber, right, and the Uber driver was banging on that Chrissie Swan and Karl Stefanovic were doing an award together, presenting one.
I don't know if you could. I mean, these Uber drivers. Where he would have heard that from, probably my brother Pete. But look, it is 100% a rumor that I've heard as well. I haven't been told definitively whether it's happening or not, but I can't imagine anything better.
Carl.
Chrissie told us it was happening, so
I think
100%.
I think it is happening, Carl.
Oh my God! See, no one ever says anything to me because I think I'm going to blurt it out on radio.
That's what happened on the.
Who gets to open the envelope?
Yeah, we've got to workshop that. Who gets to open the envelope?
You can do all of it. I'll just stand there and look like a nice piece of cornichon. I'm happy not to do anything on Logie's night because I like to drink right from the start right to the end and then beyond.
Sounds like you're excited about presenting with Chrissie then, Carl. That's
very excited.
I think they've put you with me because they know that between us, we may be able to string a sentence together because I don't drink at all and you drink far too much.
Right, so it's the perfect combination, right? Do you know what we're presenting? I don't even know what we're presenting.
I don't.
Best Skype call.
That's got to be a new series coming to Channel 10 very soon. Don't you reckon?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Channel 10 will get 3 series. It doesn't matter. Hey,
what about? I want to ask you about one of the categories, best current affairs program. Sam's Front Bar comedy football show has been nominated as part of that category.
Well, they do some great stuff on it.
You have not even seen it.
Wouldn't have thought it's a current affairs program, though.
No, it does. They do delve into some serious matters on the Front Bar. It's not just about goosing around and being incredibly funny. They do delve into some funny stuff. Don't they?
No, they don't.
We're in a category with a current affair, 7:30,
Four corners,
and Australian story, and the project.
Vote Carl to win the gold Logie at tvweeklogies.com. And always, Carl, remember, put tape over your camera.
He's put his hand over it. See you with the Logies, Carlos.
The gold Logie, Chrissie.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Ripper Show will be back tomorrow. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Oh, unless it's a weekend. Over 100.